He has a podcast.
He does.
And I don't listen to it. But it's just because there's not enough time in the day. I'll just wait for some random internet aggregator to pull out something they find interesting and whatever people are going to talk about. And we've got it from today's. Micah is out here with big goals.
For the people that kept believing, because we're not done yet. We are not done yet, and I hope that y'all don't think we're done yet. It's going to be an amazing, amazing, amazing thing to see next year when we're holding the trophy. Yes, it's big goals, but I'm telling y'all right now, it's holding the trophy. I'm saying my prayers out loud. I'm saying my goals out loud so y'all can hear them. You know, we're going to be holding a trophy up next year. Point blank, period.
What trophy do you think that is?
A Marconi?
Oh, Micah could win something for the pod?
Yeah.
He could win a macaroni?
He could win a Marconi or something.
In the chat, what trophy do you think that they will be holding up at the end of the season?
I'm all for goals, dreams, manifestations.
You see he had it on a Bass Pro Shop? That man is country.
No, that's
Micah is
called
money.
Sponsor.
It's called a
What a
sponsor.
good sponsor.
Oh,
It's a style,
Good
too.
sponsor.
but he's not country?
He making money. No,
He's from Philadelphia. From
But he's like
Pennsylvania.
Northeast country.
No.
No?
Ain't
Okay.
no country where he from.
He does want a lake house.
It's a style.
He does want a lake
He wants
house.
to move to
He's country.
Montana or Wyoming and have a lake house. Huh? Was that Tahoe?
Is that where he wants his lake house in Tahoe?
Ain't nothing.
I thought I wouldn't listen.
You been to Tahoe before? Ain't nothing country about
No.
Tahoe.
You
Tahoe
can't,
is
but you can't picture Micah on one of them little boats where you steer it like this with a big old dip in and cast a line.
Yeah.
I can picture him fishing.
Okay.
Nah.
Fishing.
That's
I can't.
country.
Fishing.
All right, man. We're talking about Micah. all
Yeah,
right?
what were you saying, Jesse?
I'm all for. And here's the thing, Micah is starting to sound a lot like Jerry Jones.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no.
He's starting to sound a lot like Jerry Jones.
I think it's literal blind face.
He does love the cowboy
I
brand.
think it's literal blind face.
I mean, the things that he said about the team and this year, well, you know, we're a damn good team, and if you take the scoreboard away, and I mean the quotes after quotes after quotes after quotes, he's starting to sound a lot like his boss. He just is, and I get the whole blind faith thing, and when you're in it, you have to kind of have that, but you also have to have a level of realization. There has to be a level of like you. Micah will be going into his 5th year.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that the football team that you've been a part of in the last 4 years have gotten you remotely close to what you're talking about. Like, not even like knocking on the door.
Well, they think 12-5 though.
They were hanging around the rim.
In their belief,
Around the rim.
and as a player, how many people told you, Jesse, give up on your dream? Jesse, you can't do this. You played bad. You didn't. How many before the 4th and long series? How many people told you this was the pipe dream? Seriously. And even after that, you're not gonna make the team. How many people? I mean, to be great, to do the things you did, you have to be narcissistic in your belief. You have to think that with most great champions,
but there were also
are believing.
There were also people like you, Clarence, who wrote articles that called what I did was a joke. So yeah,
Right, I'm saying you have to be. That's my point.
And my point is, I can sit here and say what you said about me when I said that I believe.
No,
so
I agree.
I can sit here and say that on the outside, and I said before that, of course, he's in it. He has to believe that.
Yeah.
But on the outside looking in, there's nothing that has shown, because when you face the teams that it would take for you to get to hoisting that trophy, you've come up real short.
Well, and
not even close to those dudes.
Yeah, and Jesse, but I would argue that he knows what's up, because there's another quote that came out the other day from John Machota where he literally says, I don't want to hold anyone up. I want to see some of these free agents back in the locker room. We have a great opportunity. I want to see change. I want to see players here. I want to be aggressive as we can be. I don't want to be a headache to anybody. I think in these contract negotiations, to your point, like, I think that he understands, clearly he sees they need to retain some of these free agents. They need to go out in free agency. They need to bring some other guys in. So I think, to your point, like, I think he does know that they need to change. He literally said it the other day. He knows that they need to do certain things. And maybe this is just him just speaking into existence, but he knows what's up, clearly.
Yeah, but what does what he said in there make his boss change?
It doesn't make him change anything, but he is that. If you're building around him if the goal is to build around him, he has a contract coming up.
He set with the boss. Was it 2 years ago at the Super Bowl?
No, last year at the Super Bowl.
Last year at the Super Bowl, right?
And he gonna sit with him at the Cotton Bowl.
He gonna sit with him again in this Friday.
Yeah,
like
I'm just saying that athletes like Cam Scatterbo, who got no college offers, was at what school was he at? He was at Sac State. Okay, white running back. Nobody thought.
Hey, man.
Without the no.
It's
if
not
he
the
was
norm.
a black dude and probably put up the yards he put up in high school, he probably would have got more offers than he got. They did not. It reversed
And
discrimination.
that, my friends, is called racism.
Okay, but the bottom line is, there are probably people that you can't do it, but he believed. Okay, and I'm just saying that yes, the reality says it's a pipe dream, but too many athletes, too many Olympic stories come from people with blind faith, believing against odds, believing against nothing that you've done before, nothing to set you up for that type of success, and they get there. And so that's what Mike is doing. Yes, he sounds like Jerry. There's no question. He's sounding like Jerry. He's doing that. He's going to do that. But when you're a great player, and he individually is a great player,
100%.
okay, he believes in his own abilities, and you know how you try to justify things. We were injured, and I saw this defense coming together, and you see how we played against Cincinnati. You see we get against Tampa, and we get this and we get that. You put that in your mind.
Right. And that doesn't mean that you're not wrong. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't mean that you're not wrong.
Right.
Yeah, listen, I've been in locker rooms where I've heard receivers say, hey, if you just put the ball right here, and there's like, but you had two guys on you. But no, if you just throw it right here.
Yeah,
I
but
can go
he
up there
was
and get
here,
it.
and that one was
So
there.
I understand what it means to be an athlete and have unwavering and blind faith.
Yeah, like the Lakers thinking they can still win the title.
But it doesn't mean that you're
shots
right
fired.
because you have that faith.
No,
you're entitled to have
Yeah.
that faith. And that 100%, Micah, you're entitled to have that faith and that belief. You have to go out there and put in the work in. The problem is you don't have 53 Micahs.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
No,
That's fair.
You
no
don't
doubt.
have 53 Micahs.
And that's where.
And even if you want to take a less pay cut, that don't mean that the guy that you work for gonna go get you 52 other Michaels. So like that's what I'm saying. Like to all of that is at sometimes it's crazy talk.
It is.
Because and Micah's blind faith is Micah's blind faith. But the reality is in the last 30 years, with all the money that he's had, right? When Micah was on, Micah, you've been on your rookie deal, right? Still, they didn't take the money and go add all the players that you asked for around you. When Dak was on his rookie deal, they didn't go add all the players that you needed around you to build this thing up. And then when you had a decent team, it's still when you had to go and face the dogs of the league, the real competitors, the real Super Bowl contenders. Your teammate said that you guys were gassed. And some of those games you didn't quite show up in.
And they are 1-1 against Detroit the past 2 years.
So, but let's not.
That's the trophy he's gonna hold up.
Okay, that's fine.
1-1 against Detroit.
That's fine.
I mean,
That's fine.
I mean, you know, I'm just saying they did beat Detroit last year. They didn't beat them this year.
Nah, Detroit they proved the point this year.
I know they did.
Well, they proved a point against a bad team.
Yes.
Oh.
When we had our guys,
I got you.
you could come get some. I do love the professional athlete mindset. Sometimes it's delusional and sometimes it's just entertaining.
Yeah.
It just made me think of, I saw the Jason and Travis Kelce thing this morning, and Jason Kelce was trolling Travis on the podcast.
I didn't see what
He
he
was
said.
just like, some people say you guys lost to Denver on purpose to keep Cincinnati out because you were scared. And Travis was just like, I will effing play anybody. I want to play the 2 seed tomorrow. I don't care who's in.
No, you don't. That's a lie.
Well, he's on the best team. So
It's
like
still
in
a
his
lie.
world, it can work.
It's still a
I
lie.
know, but the people that they're scared
Nah.
of Joe Burrow,
Packers
like
If you
they,
had to
Least
face them,
resistance.
cool. All right, cool. We can beat them. But if you're telling me that there's an easier path that we can
Path
get
of
to,
least the resistance.
yeah, let's
See, I think like
ball
you,
up top. Let's hoop.
there are psychos that there absolutely are.
There are some guys that say we want to beat the best.
Especially if you
To be
know
the
you
best.
are the best. I'm going to give you an example that is very close to the same thing. Once upon a time in the flag football world where we were playing,
Get him away from me.
this team from Miami didn't show up for pool play in any tournament because they wanted to be the dead last seed because they just smoked the 1 seed and then they would take the easy bracket. If you know you're the best, you don't give half a damn.
yeah, but
Now, Mike is delusional. I think Travis Kelce probably means it. He's just like, yeah, sure. If we could knock out Buffalo tomorrow, that'd be fine. I don't care.
The gap between the best and the worst in flag football is like that. It's not like that in the NFL playoffs.
Oh, the gap between the Cowboys and the good teams is
I'm
that.
I'm talking about the playoffs. We're talking about the playoffs. Though.
Oh, okay.
Then it is like that.
Yeah,
no,
like that.
but what I'm saying is that Cincinnati's not the best team. I mean, it's like, everybody, it's like we're losing our minds over running from Joe Burrow when Buffalo and Baltimore are clearly better anyway.
Yeah,
and I've been better.
That's an
ridiculous.
episode. That's another conversation for another day. I'm just talking about
Shout out to Micah.
what is the realistic thing that Micah can hope and he can dream that.
I wish somebody, and this will almost never happen. Aaron Rodgers did it. It'll almost never happen. But if you're the best player and it's time to get signed, I wish upon wish that Micah would go, I know that you guys are going to negotiate, but here's what you're going to do this offseason if you want me on your football team.
That's what I meant
like
by
you're not going to get – we're not signing a $4 million player.
Nobody has done that in the history of the Cowboys. And Micah is not that but
what?
Troy
Micah
Aikman got David LaFleur drafted.
not.
Micah,
He's
we can
not.
do this.
Micah is not a generational. He's not a generational enough player where he's going to go in there and make demands and make Jerry Jones move.
What?
I mean, he's as good a player as
I
there's on
don't
the
agree
planet.
with that
And he's
at all.
not going to get Jerry Jones to move.
I don't agree with that at all.
That's fine. He's not getting Jerry Jones to move.
I agree with
Nobody's
that.
getting
I
Jerry
don't think
Jones to
anyone's
move.
gonna
That's
get
why I
him
said
to
I
move.
wish.
That's why
Dak
he said
ain't
he
getting him
wishes.
to move.
I wish.
Micah ain't getting him to move.
Heavy on the wish.
CD ain't getting him to move. Trayvon ain't getting him to move.
That's what I
Deron
said.
Blunt.
But
Name
to
the guy.
say he's not
That's why I said
Name
I
the
wish.
guy.
Not on the
Nobody's
cusp
going to
of
make
being a
Jerry
generational
Jones
player. It's
do
not.
what he does not want to do.
That's why I said I wish.
You could suggest, you could sit there in the booth with him all day long and say, I would like this, I would like that. Boy, I would like my team to look like some of the other teams in the Detroit and this one. Jerry gonna go, I hear you. Sure. All right.
How much you want?
Yeah.
40 million?
Okay. Yeah.
Where is Lynn? We're going to bring back Linval for you.
That must be the hot dog or the bun.
Oh, it's tough when it's a hot dog or a bun.
We all silly like the mayor.